afternoon, good morning for some. Welcome to TLG-GT Live. I'm SVP Aaron Guterman, coming week in and week out for our team meeting, MEET, Motivation, Education, Edification, and Team Association. That's what we do here on TLG-GT Live, man. Just excited to have the freedom, the flexibility to do what we want when we want. And I'm hopefully y'all are understanding is wanting to make more for yourself, for your family, for your friends, for those that you love the most. That's what freedom and flexibility, entrepreneurship is about. And understanding that, making sure you clock in more than you clock off, guys. We work hard, we play hard, we love hard, we live hard on this team, and just excited to be on this team with you. And just an exciting time to be in TLG in general, man. We're coming up on EOS, end of summer, right? We're actually at mid-month right now. We'll go over those numbers here in a little bit, but I want to go through some announcements real quick with you about TLGs have been popping off. If y'all are paying attention to social media, the Foray Agency is crushing. Had crushed this weekend down in Orlando, Florida with Angel Aloyo. Proud of that organization. Y'all are kicking butt and taking names, man. That is a $500,000 organization right now. When everybody is moving in synchronization, y'all are going to take off like a rocket ship. Make sure you have everything in mind when it comes to productivity and going out there and serving for your people. Also, we have Raleigh about TLG. It's actually going to be a dinner and a social hosted by myself and VP Josh Harris. We're going to be hosting at the loading dock here in Raleigh, North Carolina. So y'all, if you haven't registered yet, make sure you register. But at a dinner and social, invite people out to this. We're looking to blow this room out and just have a lot of fun for a couple hours while we're there. Also, Nashville, Tennessee on the 29th as well. If you haven't registered for this event, that's going to be hosted by regional managers Jared and Danielle Leifert. Get on board. If you're anywhere in or about near, not driving distance, heck, I don't care if you're flying distance, walking distance, run over to that event on the 29th with the Leiferts right in Nashville, Tennessee. Quakertown, PA. The Leiferts are going to be flying up and co-hosting with Jonathan Price, a goal partner, Jonathan Price up there. Make sure that, again, y'all are registering for this event. Utilize these tools to build your agency out. If you're an agency builder, an agency developer, use all these tools that are being put out for your benefit and invite people to them. That's how you grow your agency. Association matters. That's why we have these meetings, right? That's what we do. All right. Also, leadership retreat qualifications are going on right now. So if you didn't hit the numbers last month, make sure you press the gas this month. It is Platinum Partner Qualified or District Manager Qualified for the leadership retreat in Atlantic Beach, North Carolina. It's the bottom of the Outer Banks. We're going to have a lot of fun. And that meeting right there is going to be absolutely incredible. It's going to be a great 3-4 days. And just hanging out with friends, man, hanging out with this family is an absolutely exciting time. And I hope you're doing everything it takes to make that event. You've got to press the gas. If you're just getting started, I've seen agents in their first month knock down 20 and rev up to 30 in their second month. You should be doing the same thing, but it's going to take WORK, man. You've got to go to work to make it happen. It's not going to come to you. You've got to go get it. All right. Also, You First bonus started June 1st for the second half of the year. Americo is giving away a 10% bonus for all the issue paid premium over $50,000 for the last 6 months of the year. We've got agents that are absolutely crushing that You First bonus right now. They are on track and on path. Hopefully all of you recognize what's going on with Americo when you're utilizing their product line in order to add value to your clients. And in return, you're going to have value return to you. So Americo's really hunting for our business right now. Y'all give it to them. Go get that You First bonus. Favor and luck. Favor and luck. I get this question all the time. As in, oh my gosh, they're just so lucky, or it's their circumstances is what's giving them the reason to succeed, or it's the reason they're not succeeding. I hear this, and it's kind of a critical topic, and a little bit touchy topic when it comes to favor and luck and people's circumstances. But I believe in my heart, personally, I believe with everything that I've been taught, the situations I've been given, no matter the circumstance, I can always achieve what I want to achieve. It kind of shows when I started back over in 2014, started from ground zero. Now, did I have a couple years of experience in it? Yes, but I put everything into what I had, to what I had to learn about this industry to become successful at it. And there's no reason that any person can't do the same, especially in the environment like we have it right now when it's telesales, where you don't need a car. You don't have to have, fancy tools in order to succeed at this. You just need a telephone and some will, man. You can go get a computer from a pawn shop for like $30 or less. You can go get a computer to start e-applications that way. It just takes a little bit of time, effort, and motivation to start to get traction in this business of understanding and having that skill set to be able to communicate with people. We work off our responders, and heck, we have 50-cent leads. I don't think there has ever been a better time or more simpler time in this industry than we have right now when it comes to succeeding in this industry. I know it was Art's goal years and years ago, man. We started this company out years and years ago. It was Art's goal. He said, I want to have more agents per capita. It is my mission to create agents that are making six figures and above. And when I started out in 2011, I started out at a 55% contract. I hope y'all understand that, like the bottom of the barrel. And I don't even know if we can call that the bottom of the barrel, because there's still companies out there hiring at 25 and 35% contracts, which is just absolutely maniacal in my opinion, but they're doing it. But I started out at a 55% contract in 2011 and still made six figures my first year. Was I hungry? Was I broke? All of the above. But I just put myself in massive motion to achieve what I needed to achieve in order to provide for my family. My back was literally against a wall financially, and I had to make it happen. I had to make it work. And some of you may be coming to this on a part-time basis or just kind of looking for a little bit of extra income. And I'll tell you this straight out. If you treat this like a hobby, it's going to cost you money, right? Most hobbies cost money, whether it's, flying toy planes or whatever hobby that you do, you've got to buy the equipment for and then just have fun doing it every now and then. If you treat this like a hobby, it's most likely going to cost you money. But if you treat this like it is burn your ships or make it happen, if you treat this like it as a professional, you are going to make absolutely professional income mastering the skill set of this and learning about yourself, learning about how to grow personally and financially. This is a leadership company backed with a phenomenal compensation schedule. And as your skill set arises, you start to see you're going to get paid more and more and more, but you are where you are. So when we're talking about luck and favor, why is it that some seem like they have it and others don't? What's the recipe for the receivership of favor, of luck, of things in your life? Well, one, it's going to be goals, right? Writing down your goals and having short-term and long-term goals on a daily basis. You guys should be white sheeting every single day to knock out, what's urgent and important, or in working on things, which is quadrant 2, where most people should be spending their time is not urgent, but important. That's creativity. That's thinking ahead of schedule and putting things in your schedule, things like that are coming up or that you need to be doing on a weekly basis or monthly basis or for the year. Like I've got things planned out for the next 5 to 6 months, what I need to be doing. And it just goes in my schedule. That's the creative aspect and making sure that you're disciplined and organized, right? So writing down your goals, what do you want on a monthly basis? Is it 20,000? Do you want to go on the leadership retreat? Maybe it's 30,000 in production, or maybe you want to be a district manager with just 5 to 7 people. It's so simple to do if you're focused on it, if that's what you want and you desire it, and you won't let things come in between you and your goals. That's called strong will. And strong will is an absolute necessary thing to be able to make sure that you receive luck and favor. All right, strong, consistent work ethic, high belief level in what we do. If you don't believe that this business is the best business for you to achieve success like you've never seen it, if you don't believe in life insurance and serving people to the greatest of your ability to make sure that they're taken care of, if you don't believe that this business allows you to work at your own pace, to work and never give you an income cap or have any ceiling above you. If you don't believe that, it's going to be really hard for you to achieve massive success in this business. You have to believe that you can do it. When it comes to personal belief and confidence, one, you have to associate with the right people that are going to bring you up rather than tear you down. And if you've got things at home that are always pushing and pulling against you, you need to have a conversation with them. There are positive influences, negative influence. And if you're more around negative influence, it's going to be really hard for you to achieve anything in life, if you've got people pulling against you all the time. So having conversations with people around you and you love the most is important for your success. It's pulls you into a positive mental attitude. And PMA is absolutely necessary for you to achieve at high levels. And guys, I know I'm talking about the 8 steps to success here. I'm not going over all of them, but they are the foundation for what we do. And if you're not achieving at high levels because you're constantly having to battle negative influence, it's going to be tough for you. Can you do it? I'm sure. There's mentally strong people who can compartmentalize and kind of put it in the back of their head of like, I'm either doing this with you or I'm doing this without you, but regardless, I'm doing this. And that was my mentality for a long time, man. Back in 2011 to 2013, getting it done, no matter who was against me or telling me I needed to go do something else. There was influence in my life that what I was pushing and pulling against. And some of them I don't have relationships with anymore. I outgrew them mentally. Outgrew them financially, outgrew them personally, and it's okay. You're going to have people in your life that you're going to outgrow. But it's the only way up. Like I said, association matters when it comes to meetings like this, guys. When it comes to this business or any business that you want to receive a high level success, association matters. It does matter who you spend your time with, who's pushing or pulling with you. Okay. Commitment. Commitment to the calls and the adjustments. We work on a try, fail, adjust cycle here, and your commitment to the consistency of what we do week in and week out is going to be a massive level to your success in receiving luck and favor. We do calls like this. Make sure you're on these calls and paying attention to them. We do training calls throughout the week. We do the Friday calls. We do about TLGs locally if we have a local meeting near you. We have boot camps that are coming up. We do a conference once a year that we're going to be announcing the time and date real soon, and location. I know a lot of you have been asking. We've got things that are coming up, but you have to commit to them. Commit to bringing yourself, commit to bringing others, and help grow this company with us. We need the grassroots, in the beginnings of y'all helping us grow this business out. Okay. A mantra, positive self-talk is important to receiving luck and favor. And I hope y'all are the understanding that luck and favor is a positive influence in your life. So if you're constantly speaking negatively or self-doubt or low belief that I can't do this, it's hard for me to do this, things won't let me do this, circumstances won't let me do this. If that's your current mindset, you're never, ever going to be able to receive luck and favor until you step outside of that mindset. And you have to transform yourself through association, through reading books, through listening to audios. If you don't have an Audible account set up, you should set up an Audible account and start going through our book list. And if you've gone through our book list, you need more books to listen to, ask for recommendations. Then that's a working list. We'll continue to elevate that list for you guys. So, how about business sense? Business sense is in investment of time, energy, and money, lead flow. Consistency of schedule, time management. That's business sense and understanding your skill level and perfecting your skill, your communication, your phone script, your in-home presentation, your product knowledge. We have tools now in place that kind of help with that, as far as insurance toolkit. But y'all are still supposed to be mastering your professional skill sets. And if you put the time in, the hours in to master it, this is what raises up your business sense. I'm a huge fight fan, and we call it, fight IQ. There's such thing as fight IQ when it comes to people inside, the cage, and they're fighting each other and know how to react. And it's most likely become instinct now. It's the same thing with business sense. When you guys are having conversation and you're in an in-home presentation, or you're getting into a conversation with your client on the phone, you're going to start to have business IQ, your fight IQ of how to react and talk to people. And this is done through continuous try-fail adjustments, talking with those who are where you want to be, right? Talking to people who have the skill set that you desire and getting those adjustments on a daily basis. That is going to raise up your business IQ, your business sense, all right? Having joy and purpose. Y'all understand, I hope y'all see that everything I'm talking about has to do with a PMA, a positive mental attitude. And when it comes to having fun in this business, guys, if this isn't fun for you, if you're not having joy and purpose when it comes to this business, it's going to be hard for you. If you're constantly in a state of frustration while you're going through the state of education, it's going to be hard for you. And I get it. There's times that you're going to get frustrated. We're human, right? I understand that, but set a timer, right? Don't let it go for a day. Don't let it go for 2 days or 3 days. Don't let it go for a week. I see people get frustrated. They're like, I just had to take a week off. Oh my God, you just killed all your momentum. Like, don't do it. Don't do things like that. Set a 10-minute timer. Go for a walk. Go walk down the street. Go talk to other people. And that's what it takes in order to reset and get back to where you were. And start making sure your momentum is moving in the right direction. Having joy and purpose. Joy and purpose matters to your success, crew, okay? Selflessness and education and knowing how to package conversation. All right, that's what's going to create. Ask and you shall receive. Y'all should talk about this in your personal self-talk. What do you want and why do you want it? Who do you want to be? Do you want to be one of the best in TLG? Do you want to be one of the best in the industry? Do you want to be number one for the month? Do you want to be an SVP? Do you want to be an integrity partner? Ask and you shall receive, but you really have to want it, because that want needs to be backed up with absolute action. Desire has to be backed by action to receive, right? Receive favor and luck. Luck favors the prepared. Luck favors the disciplined. Luck occurs when commitment meets consistency. If you are not consistent week in and week out, you're not going to receive the wins, the big wins, over and over. Like, y'all see where we have people that are writing 5,000 to 8,000, or some people take a month or a month or two to write in applications. It's most likely because of their inconsistencies or unwillingness to change what they have been doing and start putting in the time with this to replace whatever they've been doing, their time with this time. You've got to put in the hours to make it happen. You've got to put in the time. Favor is found through diligence. And all, it really just comes down as just work, man. That's what it really boils down to. Create your own conditions to get favor, though. Stop thinking small and start thinking bigger. Luck and favor starts with your vision. And if you haven't set down why and what you want in this business, you really need to sit down, write it down on paper, go over it with your family members, get their absolute approval and support, and ask for the time. There's going to be sacrifices on everyone that's around you in order to get better and get bigger. You're going to have to sacrifice and invest, and they're going to have to sacrifice and invest with you. So, but you have to be able to develop those conditions to receive favor. All right. Luck favors the prepared. Luck favors the persistent. Luck favors the disciplined. Luck favors the tough, the gritty. Luck favors the diligent. A focused environment is a favorable environment. Start thinking what you need to get done to hit your next level, raise your level. Y'all understand these levels right here. These are all income levels. When you start hitting the new contract levels, you're going to be raising up in contract. You're going to be paid more. These are income levels. This is your money blueprint, what you need to be expanding on a monthly basis. As a hybrid agent, for personal production, y'all should be thinking in terms of sets per week. Maybe you've been setting 5, maybe you've been setting 10. If you want to double up your income and if you want to start making more, then you've got to have more sets per week. Some of y'all should start thinking on the lines of 25 to 35 sets a week. We've got the Integrity Lead Center, right? We've got Lead Center where you can go in there and work, $3, $4 leads or even the $11 leads. And these are people where you can do a one-call close, a 30 to 40-minute conversation and knock it down. How many appointments can you do on a weekly basis then? How many dials are you willing to make in order to get to those conversations? It's all about maximum effort. It's about outworking the competition. I wasn't the most skillful agent in this industry, but there was nobody who was going to outwork me. If you can maintain that mindset and stay diligent and focused, luck favors you. I hope y'all understand what we're saying. We've got the top 5 for mid-month happening right now. Y'all stick around, listen to the top 5. They've got some really great things to say, man. This is, like I said, this is an exciting time. We're mid-month now. If you are not where you want to be mid-month, press the gas. The only way forward when you've been moving backward is to put gas on the floor, man. Press it, spin your wheels, peel out, do a donut, and move forward. That's what it's all about. Massive activity outweighs talent. Y'all take care.
What's up, TLG? This is June's #1 producer, Lake Savage Bellavance. Came in at number 5 last week with over 7,000 annual premium. I'm direct to Nelson Alvarez, who's direct to Aaron Guterman, direct to Art Leeser. So my week was, it started off really slow. In these June months and July months, you're going to get a lot of callbacks or you're going to get a lot of reschedules. People are going to fly by the seat of their pants. They're much rather going to want to go to a restaurant or a beach or do something outside than meet with an insurance agent. So what you have to do is stay diligent on your follow-up. Make sure that you keep following up with these people and sitting them down, making it more urgent for them. So how I did this was I would talk to them, say, hey, is there anything that might keep you from sitting down with me on Tuesday night at 6:30? Maybe like you guys want to go out and get some ice cream, or you have an appointment, or the kids have baseball games. If they say no, then I'm going to roll with it and tell them I'm going to send reminders. If they say yes, something might come up. I say, what's a better time to catch you when you know you'll both be home? That's going to cut down on your callbacks. Then if you get some reschedules, don't sweat it. Follow up with them. Talk to them casually. The key to this is casual urgency. So yeah, no problem. Completely understand that you guys have something going on. It's summer. It's fun. But when can you guys sit down and talk to me about this? I know it's important to you. All right, put those words right into their mouth because it is important, right? People are inherent procrastinators and they don't want to get it out of the way. Help them get it out of the way by being casual and urgent in how you speak to them. All right. So, to be full-time in the leisure group, you got to set 15 appointments. By setting 15 appointments, a couple things it's going to do. It's going to reduce your frustration from no-shows. If you set 2 appointments in a week and 2 of them no-show, how bad are you going to feel? Pretty bad. But if you set 15 appointments in a week and 2 of them no-show, you're not going to feel as bad. You're going to sit down with more people. For instance, me as a top producer, I set about 12 to 15 appointments or more a week, and I get typically 3 no-shows a week, and then I'll probably close 8 of them. So that means out of those, 5 of them I wasn't able to sell, and 8 of them I was able to sell. Now, I can't complain about the no-shows because I had enough activity. So make sure you're getting yours. Make sure you're putting in activity and go get it and crush the month. Catch you guys later.
Hey everyone, Mark Spear, direct to Aaron Guterman, direct to Art Leeser out of Youngsville, North Carolina. Mid-month leaderboards are up, and I'm number 4 with $7,242 with 5 applications. So far this month has been pretty trying. Set a lot of appointments, run a lot of appointments, and got a lot to think about. It's cancels, reschedules. And the number one thing is just continue to plug through and put through that activity. Last week, for instance, all the way up until Friday, probably about, I think it was 11 o'clock that we finished that one off. And I was at a 0, I was showing a goose egg, but I kept going, one more, and let's see what we can put on the board. I ran this one. It started off at 9 o'clock, ended at about 11:30, and we closed it. Young couple, knew what they wanted, and I served them and got them protected for 2,500 AP to put me on the books for the week and to just add for the month. But the main thing was I had to continue to call upline and just get my mind right, reassurance that I am good at this, that as long as I put in that activity, as long as I have the lead flow, as long as I stick to the selling system and focus on the emotion and then back it by logic, I'm going to find the clients that are going to say yes. I'm going to push through the ones that are going to say no. I'm going to push through the ones that might be a little bit flaky, who are going to blow you off. It's summertime. They got a lot of things that they're doing. They might forget about it. We try to do our best with constant reminders, virtual door knocks to remind them, using the invite for Zoom to remind them to, add it to their calendar. And it still happens. But as long as we keep pushing, we're going to have, we might have a bad week, but we're never going to have a bad month. My goals are not met. I'm going to continue to fight the next 2 weeks, and I'm going to achieve those goals. All right. Let's everybody, plug away. Just keep going. Attack with purpose, and we'll see who ends up at the top. All right, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Take care. Have a great week. Bye.
Hey, everybody. This is Megan Sorley, direct to Mark, direct to Aaron, direct to Art, and I am number 3 on the top 5 for the mid-month. Which is crazy. I'm at about 9160 AP so far. Super pumped about that. A couple things that I have ran into, I guess, is this past week wasn't necessarily my best week so far. I had a lot of no-shows, a lot of think about it, and things like that, but kind of what I did to overcompensate for that is just massive activity. I had a lot of appointments on the books, so when I ran into those no-shows and think about it, I wasn't sweating it too much because I still had a few other sales. So I guess that was one of my takeaways, was just really grind and get as many appointments on the books as possible, so it's not such a big deal when you get to think about it or a no-show. And of course the no-shows I'm rescheduling and all of that stuff. But yeah, that was one thing. It's just a lot of activity. Also, I had a ton of leads this week, which I think was helpful. So I wasn't scrambling or going through the same old leads I've been through a bunch of times already. I had a ton of lead flow, which I have heard a lot of other people talk about, and I definitely put that into action this week. I did not run out of leads at all like I had before. So that's one thing that I had been kind of trying to learn from my past mistakes and make sure that I wasn't running out and then having to wait on new ones to come in. I kind of stayed on top of it this time and had constant lead flow. So those were my couple things that I took away from this week. There's not going to be constant wins. It's not going to be constant weeks like last week where I did over 6,100 AP. There's going to be ebbs and flows. That's part of the sales business. And as long as you put in the activity, then those ebbs and flows don't matter. So, you'll have big weeks and you'll have some weeks that are not so big, and it's okay because it all comes out at the end of the month to even out. So if I could encourage anybody else to do anything that has helped me so far, it would just be to keep consistent, keep the lead flow, keep going, and it's all going to even out when it's all said and done. Thanks.
What's going on, GT? Hey, my name's Jamie Bloss. I am direct to Walt Bloss, direct to Nelson Alvarez, direct to Aaron Gooderman, and direct to Art Leeser. I come from York County, Pennsylvania, and at mid-month here, my numbers are a little over 12,000 annualized premium on 10 applications. Excuse me. So my numbers are a little higher as far as AP per app count. I've been fortunate here as of late to have some pretty big applications, and got lucky, I would say, for a couple big appointments. So, and that's kind of a little bit about what I wanted to share today, is kind of mention luck and how you can use luck in your favor through consistency and earning your pay in this business. So I kind of had a transformation this week I wanted to share. It's easy to get up in your head about this business and about, adverse clients and people that don't really react to you as well as you wish they would. So sometimes it's hard to push through and show consistency day in and day out. Something that helped me this week and these last couple weeks is that I've been focusing on just a 1 day cycle of just what I can do, my output in a single day, and taking control over that and not focusing on the other things that aren't exactly in my direct immediate control, and trying to string a few days of that in a row as much as I can. So one number I try to keep on my appointment book is 2 to 3 or 4 applications a day without fail, and not settle for anything less. So tomorrow's Monday, if I don't have 3 applications, today's Sunday, not 3 applications, 3 appointments. Today's Sunday, I'm going to dial until I get 2 to 3, 4 appointments for the following day. It's really important to me. We sell insurance and we need to talk to clients about insurance. So the more people you have, obviously, the more fruitful your week's going to be. So that's one thing I step back and focus on, is having that daily quota of appointments in a single day. Another thing is earnability. And when I think of that word, it's in this business, whether you're new, seasoned, you've been doing it 1, 2, 3, 4 years, your earnability is so much. We get to earn so much in a very short amount of time. So I've tried not to get lucky. And what I mean when I say that is not focusing on, man, where's the next big app? What's going on here? I'm unfortunate. No, I focused on my output and my work each and every day, because I want to earn my pay. Okay? Through being consistent day in, week after week, boom. That's when luck favors hard work and work ethic and time in, opposed to time out and inconsistency. So that's kind of my mindset this week. Hope that helps. Other than that, 2 weeks left in the month. So get out there. I'm going to be working day in and day out to earn my pay. So have a great week.
Hey GT, VP Nelson Alvarez, coming at you live from sunny Syracuse, New York. I'm direct to Aaron Gooderman, who's direct to Art Leeser, and I've been asked to just share with you some of the best practices I employed last week to get me on leaderboard status. I want to keep this really brief because it really wasn't that different than what I do any other week, except there was more focused attention in certain areas. I focused on 2 areas that I wanted to improve this week. I focused on my lead selection, and I focused really plainly on the amount of dials I was going to do. Lead selection. I did final expense live transfers. Those are the elite leads that we use where appointments are being set for us. We're paying for appointments. This is reserved for the experienced agents, and everyone can learn to do that. We just have to master some of the mundane, the simpler leads, and the objection handling techniques. Then I also tapped into my warm market. That's right, our warm market. We are able to sell to our family and friends. There are people in my family that needed to know a little bit about what they needed to do to protect themselves. I also tapped into our mortgage protection platinum leads, as well as our age leads. I'm always utilizing my age leads so that I can fill in those gaps. And talking about filling in gaps, there's gaps in time that you can tap into where you can increase the number of same day and next day appointments. What I did was I looked at my schedule and I made sure that I took times when I was doing nothing and I did 15 leads for 15 minutes. If you could do that, you could increase the probability that you'll get a same day appointment. That is huge. Because if you can get someone to commit the same day, you're less likely to be stiff and left waiting for someone while you're sitting on Zoom and no one shows up. So I did that, and that made a huge difference because I increased the number of appointments I had per day, which gave me a greater probability of paying more applications. See, this is what it's all about. Strategizing, taking a look at what you want to accomplish, and just coming up with a plan. All my appointments were relatively straightforward, but it's because at this level of the game, I've practiced so much on my own time that working with the client is easy. What do I mean by that? See, I had to get better at utilizing my insurance toolkit so I could do one-call closes. See, it's huge when you can talk to someone, give them a quote, compare the quote, and then write up the application. So what I did was I took some time to role play. That's right, role play with stuffed animals on the table during the same one-call close. I got into my insurance toolkit, tried to keep conversation going so that it looked seamless. I did all that while practicing. So when I got in front of the client later on, it was just more of the same. That's what I did last week. No case was that difficult, although they had challenges. So I don't want to waste time talking about each one of the cases. More important, I want you to take the time to decide what you want to accomplish that week and strategize. Get back with your upline. Ask them how to do it. If there's something you need to brush up on it on your own time. Never, ever, ever practice on the client. So with that, I appreciate this team. I appreciate my upline leadership, and I'll see you all at the top.